About a year ago, the Mario community was hosting its Mario 602 race. The 602 race occurs twice a year, but this one was special because it was the 10-year anniversary of the first ever race. This is by far one of the biggest Mario races that has ever been done, and the largest in 602 history. This is what inclined me and so many others to join, having over 140 runners signed up and starting this race. The race consists of doing Super Mario 64 120 star, Super Mario Galaxy 120 star, Super Mario Sunshine 120 shine, and Super Mario Galaxy 242 star in that order in a single segment. This event is very well set up, with a live stream with everyone's position and progress, as well as a bot that lets the runners update their star count, see their position, their overall progress as they are racing, as it auto updates on stream. Now, the problem is, I don't have a lot of experience in these Mario games. For example, my PB in Super Mario 64 is 81 stars in 60 Mario 64 DS. But I've at least watched some runs, if that counts for anything. I've done maybe about 4 stars in Super Mario Galaxy 1, and my PB is around 8.5 hours. I've done a couple of Sunshine runs with a time of just under 6 hours. And Super Mario Galaxy 2, I played a bit when I was younger, and I don't think I've ever actually beat even just like the ending percent portion of it, so I'm pretty much going in completely blind. Now, good runners of these games will take somewhere in the low 20 hours to complete this run, some people under 20 hours, sub 24 hour being a huge milestone for these runners. But me, I have no idea how long I'm about to be at this, so buckle in and join me for this journey to 602 stars. Super Mario 64 is by far the game I'm dreading to play the most, with having probably the least experience of any of the games, and I never had an N64 growing up, so I didn't grow up with it. I don't have nostalgia for it, but I have watched quite a few runs of it, and being the shortest game of the bunch, I was ready to get through it and get started on games that I was more comfortable with. So, on July 13th, 2024, at 9 AM, I have my coffee, get some breakfast, I'm feeling optimistic, and I start the run. So after a quick fail of Lakitu? Whatever. Skip, but also not falling in the moat, which is a huge plus. I'm off to a strong start. I miss bomb clip because I don't know what I'm doing, and I collect my first star. And that's right, I am tied for first place. Woo, place 1! Clip it, stop the count! That doesn't last very long. Walt's Fortress goes by pretty smoothly. I got a second try wall clip, I rode the owl, and I accidentally save quit back out to the menu. But we're out of there with no deaths and in 38th place. In JRB, I have absolutely no idea how to get the eel to come out of the ship, so I spend a little bit more time there than I'd like to admit. The eel almost kills me, but I get out there without too much trouble after that, and I fall into 82nd place. I take care of the slides and wing cap, and we're up to 19 stars, and we're ready to fight Bowser for the first of, I think, 10 times in the run? But I actually take him down quite easily, and we're up to 63rd place. Now, this is a part of the run where my routes start getting a little bit fuzzy, especially with the 100 coin routes, since I'm, really bad at this game, so I have to do stuff a lot slower. Return to Bob-omb Battlefield and spending so long to get the 100 coin star, we leave without any deaths so far in the entire run, but I do still drop to 78th place because there are a lot of runners that are much better than me. Now, up until this point, I didn't really find the levels to be that difficult, but that's all going to change once we go into the basement. But the most surprising thing of this run is I grab Mips first try. Shifting Sandland is probably one of my most dreaded levels since I'm usually not a fan of desert scene levels. And during the 100 Corn Star, we take our actual first death of the run. I'm still feeling great. I have 30 stars in under an hour. Thanks for looking up, I'm getting through the game much faster than I anticipated. But hey, we get the 100 coin star the second try, and then just gotta grab the sequence star and... No! Shit. Okay. After one more death and 18 minutes later, we're out without too much damage to my pride, and we're actually still in the top 100. As I head into one of the hardest stars in the game, HMC 100 coin. This is one I actually looked up the route the night before because I knew about it and it was very convoluted and difficult, so it took nearly 7 minutes, but I got out of there with no deaths. With a quick metal cap and finishing off HMC, not forgetting Toad of course, we're pushed out of the top 100, and we're not going to see the top 100 for a long while. Now after taking 3 L's in LLL, kind of fitting, I'm halfway through my first game at under 2 hours. Maybe I can finish this under 4 hours, which would exceed my expectations tremendously. After pretty uneventful DDD and Bowser, we're actually ready to head upstairs. Now, this is where things really start their decline. This is where I have no idea what I'm doing, and the levels keep getting harder. Wet Dry Roll goes without too much issue, but Tiny Huge Island. Tiny Huge Island is where I start to lose it. What's the 100 coin route? How the hell did he beat Koopa the Quick? I lose to him 4 times? How does that happen? He's a turtle. How do you lose to a turtle? I end up leaving Tiny Huge Island, 88 stars, in 104th place in just over 2.5 hours. But as I look over at my splits, I see it. There's only 4 splits left till the end of the game. I can almost taste the joy of moving on to one of my favorite games. Nothing can stand in my way. Tall Mountain, well, it takes a while, and I fall down the mountain a few times. Overall, wasn't too infuriating. In Snowman Lands, I've struggled heavily with the 100 coins. I had to scrounge up the last of the few coins, but I make it out. I have 103 stars, 110th place, just over 3 hours in. I have 2 levels left and then Bowser. I have over 50 minutes to get 17 stars. This is totally doable to get under 4 hours for this run. Oh, yeah. Oh no, and it takes me all the way down to the... After a second, rather slow try of Mario over the rainbow, I head into TikTok Clock. The first few stars go by pretty smoothly, with a quick death thrown in. Then I decide it's time for 100 coins. My first attempt, I die rather quickly. The second attempt, I get up to 80 coins. Then I fall all the way to the bottom, only to die 6 coins later, wasting 8 minutes. Then another death. Then another at 79 coins. Another, and another, until finally, taking nearly 30 minutes, I get the 100 coin star. In total, TikTok Clock took me almost 40 minutes. I fall further into 128th place. With Rainbow right next, and Bowser on the horizon, I get ready for my last level, and what a last level it was. I grab a few easy stars, and as you guessed it, Rainbow Ride 100 coins. I have no idea what the route is, which coins to grab. I'm just going on pure vibes and determination to get me through. You're shitting me! Grab the fucking ledge! Yeah, this is not going well. Fall after fall, death after death, carpet after carpet, and many I hate this games later. I fucking hate this game. I finally conquer the 100 coin star, even with a little chat misinformation. Oh, there were 5 more here, Cookie! For short, bullshit. Rainbow Ride in its entirety, I got by at just under an hour. For context, people who are actually good at this game can beat over half the game in this time it took me to do Rainbow Ride. But you know what? I only dropped 1 place, and I only have to kick Bowser's ass to move on. I up into bits, grab my 120th star, and head into the final showdown. 1, 2. Oh, that was not hard enough. Oh, wow, that was bad. Okay, let's try that again. 1, 2. No! No! Fuck off, dude! Hold on. I got it this time. 1, 2. Oh! Come on, hit! No! Fucking Christ! Dayway fire. Oh! Hey! There we go. All I had to do was get burned. I finished Super Mario 64 in less than 5 hours and 118th place. This run actually finished faster than I was expecting heading into it for my first ever run. I was thinking it'd probably be maybe like 7 or 8 hours, but overall, I felt pretty good, especially now that I get to play Super Mario Galaxy. Now this section I'm going to try to go by much quicker, because the game is much longer and I'll be skipping some portions of my commentary. So after a quick snack and loading into the wrong file... Oh shit, I'm supposed to be playing as Luigi! Hold on! What am I doing? I get ready for my journey into the galaxy and immediately forget where all the rabbits are. I think it's been probably about 2 years since I last ran this game. I grabbed the first Grand Star and head into the first dome. With it being a while since I ran this game, I forgot how much Sea Hungry Lumas cost, so I did have to go search for some more star bits. I grabbed a few stars and Good Egg and Honey Hive, catch some waves, and go fight Bowser Jr. for the first time. Thankfully, I still know the quick strat and grab my second Grand Star. I make my way all the way through Space Junk, and I'm already at 12 stars. Now, if you aren't too familiar with this speedrun, we need a lot of star bits to feed all the Hungry Lumas around the observatory. So this route uses Sling Pod to grind out as many star bits as we possibly can in a short amount of time. So as we get around 100 star bits, die, and then when we respawn, the star bits respawn again. So I grind to the max of 999 star bits in the level and head out from there. Battle Rock goes by pretty quickly with the quick deaths, but nothing too crazy. And now it's time for our next showdown with Bowser. We take him out and we have 3 Grand Stars, and that puts us a total of 20 stars in Galaxy and 140 overall. We head to the kitchen and into Ghostly to save ourselves, and then we play Long Jump the Game in Sweet Sweet Galaxy, and then go on to grab the hardest start of the game, which is Luigi and Good Egg. Now, I haven't mentioned comets yet, but for those unaware, comets are on a specific cycle when playing the game. And if we do the stars in a specific order, mainly as I have them in my splits, they'll always appear in certain levels at specific times, so every time you do this run, the comet cycle will be consistent. I finish up Ghostly with one of my favorite boss fights, followed by one of my least favorite comets, both against Bouldergeist. Beach Bowl goes by pretty smoothly, even only dying once in the Comet Star that I usually struggle with, and I head in to face Bowser Jr. for the 4th Grand Star. We do a little backtracking, head back to Battle Rock for the trash cleaning minigame, which I definitely get first try. Yeah, totally. After a couple of quick Battle Rock stars, I head into the bedroom for my least favorite galaxy, Dusty Dune. Like I said, I just don't like desert levels. It's around this time that I'm already feeling some fatigue at around 7.5 hours in. Thankfully, Dusty Dune doesn't pose too much of a challenge, albeit I did play it pretty slowly. Then my ears get blessed with the resounding music of Gusty Garden Galaxy. I know this is probably a pretty basic take, but man, this music is so good. We blast through some apples, take out Major Burrows twice, and then head into Freeze Flame. And then we... Hold on, my controller died. Give me a second. And we're back. And guess what? I learned a little skip for this level. Oh, hold on. Nailed it. I get through Freeze Flame and take on Bowser for the 5th time today. I grab the 5th Grand Star. This gives us a total of 49 stars. I get a little lost looking for Buoy Base, but end up finding it in the end and grab both stars there. And at this point of the race, I'm in 118th place. I haven't really moved very much. I've been hovering between 118 and 120 pretty much the entire time, but I knew I had some places to climb on the horizon due to DNFs. See, in this race, the number of stars determines place first and then time. So if I get more stars than some people, no matter how much longer it took me to get there, I would still be ahead of them in the race. I move on to complete trials, and into Gold Leaf, where it took me more time than I'd like to admit to find some of these blue star pieces. I finish Gold Leaf and head over to Bowser Jr. 3, where we get to face the king himself and grab our 6th Grand Star, opening up the rest of the observatory. But first, we need to face Bowser again. The gauntlet of the fate of the universe, up to Bowser for the 3rd time this game. We take down Bowser and we beat the game, kind of. We still have 60 more stars before we can actually move on to the next game. But thanks to the power of unskippable credits, I get a small break to snack and stretch before the second half of the Galaxy, starting from 115th place. Chat, you want a chip? A chip? For you. Yep, there you go. Oh, there's a big one. Just for you, Danny. Now moving forward in this part of the run, it's a lot of cleanup from galaxies I've been to before with comments and now purple coin stars in play. Most of these cleanups aren't too difficult for a while. The Terrace Dome goes by pretty smooth, and the fountain I have a clutch save on Battle Rock purples. Finishing up with the fountain, I head to the bedroom again for one of my least favorite stars, Dusty Dune purples. I play this one very slow, but very safe, because the deaths here can cost me over 5 minutes. I get through, finish up the bedroom, and I'm actually up to 112th place. I next go to clean up the kitchen, getting the secrets and purple coins in Ghostly and Beach Bowl, and then I head up to the engine room. I kill Bonefin in the first try and then immediately die because I ran out of air. I head into Toy Time to get through without too many issues with the second try purple coins that I usually struggle with. And then I head into Sea Slide, which has probably the most boring star in the game with its purple coin star. Like, who thought this was fun? This is not fun at all. It takes too long, the coins are way too spread out, and you have to use the B power-up, which is slow in itself. I move into Sand Spiral, and after Sand Spiral, I finally hit 100 stars in the game and improved to 110th place. Once I finish there, I head up to the Garden Dome to finish off my run. I start with Matter Splatter, which is one of my favorite looking levels, followed by Deep Dark, where I forget where 2 of the purple coins are and have to spend so long to get them. Dreadnought is next, and I struggle with the trash minigame again, and then I head into my least favorite star, Dreadnought Purples. This level has caused me so much agony in the past. It would be a miracle if I get a first try. It would make this run even reasonably on pace. Can I do it? No, it takes me 13 tries. Melting Molten is next, which goes by pretty smoothly, with the last Starbit grind and facing the first boss of the game again, but this time, on fire. We finished off Snowcap and we're at 120 stars. GG's, right? No, we have to fight Bowser again to finish the run. So I made quick work of Bowser, and we finally finished Galaxy sitting at 109th place at just past 14 hours in. I've been running Mario since 9 AM, and now it's 11 PM, and I'm just starting Sunshine. Since it's past 11 PM now, I start prepping some food since I haven't had a meal since before Galaxy. And through the power of more unskippable cutscene, I prepare some food between games in order to eat during the first cutscene.
A guilty party sits among us.
Among us!
So as I said earlier, I've only done 2 runs of Sunshine outside of my original playthrough, so I'm not in a super comfortable place with the movement yet, and I will be dying a lot. In Bianco Hills, I almost immediately game over in the secret stage. For those uninitiated, if you don't save and you game over, you have to go back to where you last saved, which could be many shines before or even the beginning of the game if you didn't save at all. And not saving is actually much faster than saving after every shine. Luckily, I noticed and I saved when I was on 1 life and was able to jump back into the stage and get the shine. I will be saving every so often just in case of a game crash or an accidental game over or I wasn't paying attention to my lives. I finish up Bianco 5 and head over to Gelato Beach for Gelato Beach skip and to get the Shadow Mario shine. I should note that I am using a spreadsheet that was made by SB to use as a beginner route for this run, so I don't have to memorize every blue coin location in the game, and is actually really helpful if you're trying to learn this game for the first time. After getting the beach shine, I can get to Pianta early with some fancy movement, and then I can go in and complete Pianta 1 through 7 all at once. Pianta is usually a rough level for me, especially as I struggle with the lava shine. There are many ways to do the shine. I did opt to use the tree method for this run since it seemed a little bit quicker, but I did take multiple deaths and game over. I didn't make it until I actually tried doing a spin jump rather than just diving, so there's a lesson learned for me. I do take a few tries to get Yoshi skip, which is unfortunately followed by the Chuckster secret, which also takes me a few tries to get through. Luckily there are plenty live hanging around, so I can pretty easily avoid game overing in this section. I finish up Pianta Village and I go fight Mecha Bowser in Pinna Park, and I'm actually making moves up the leaderboard. I'm in 106th place. Pinna Park is definitely one of my favorite areas in the game, not due to any shine specifically, but I just like the theme park, well, theme. Seriously, some of these shines are just so difficult to do fast. I'm looking at you, red coins. Pinna Park goes by pretty smoothly with just a few deaths in the second secret stage, and I'm able to move on to Rico Harbor. Most of Rico Harbor goes pretty smooth until I get RNG to hell in Rico 8, where you have to hit this fruit dispenser until you get a durian. But through sheer will and determination, I get out and I hit 103rd place. After Rico, I clean up Bianco up until Bianco 7, and then thankfully, I still know how to skip into Lily Pad because I am not doing that shit the intended way. That shit sucks. After a few tries on the Lily Pad later, I head into Serena with a couple levels, give a great forearm workout, and by this time, it is surpassing 2 AM, and I've been playing for around 17 hours. After taking down King Boo and saving the hotel, I head to Noki Bay. I head into Noki 2, and I just struggled so much with the skip. I just kept dying over and over again. I game overed, and I decided it's time to call it for the night and get some rest.
Alright. I think that might be where I call it for tonight.
I end the day with 42 shines in Super Mario 64, bringing us to 282 total stars and in 102nd place.
Hello?
I sleep through my alarm the next day, So 9 hours later, at approximately 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, I return. I get the breakfast, give me some more coffee, and I'm ready to go. After I finish my 9-hour split on Noki 2, I'm surprised I only dropped to 109th place in the process. By this time, pretty much all of the good runners have finished, and a good chunk of people are taking a break or drop from the race completely, so I don't have a ton of people chasing me, with up being the only way to go for me. I cleaned the eel's teeth, won the race, and went into the secret and died, and died, and died. And I was not paying attention to my lives, and ended up game overing.
Oh shit, did I not save?
Thankfully, I did recently save, but I got sent all the way back to Noki 3, which was my last save. So all the stuff that I just beat, I had to do again. I cleaned the eel's teeth, won the race, went to the secret, and died, and died, and died. And this time was paying attention to my lives, saved, and I game overed again.
Dude, I've game overed in this game like 10 times already in this run.
But third time's the charm, and I get the shine. Definitely first try. I finish up Noki Bay and headed to Corona Mountain, but not to face Bowser. There are actually 10 blue coins in here that I need to grab, and I'll just save and quit once I collect them. Thankfully, I make it through pretty smoothly, and thankfully I get to the end, so I only have to fight with this stupid fucking boat this one time now, and then once at the end of the game.
You didn't jump! Alright, gotta drive the boat again.
Now is the part of the game where I grab a bunch of the Delfino Shines and the god-awful Fruit Blue coins. Most go pretty smooth, with the Pachinko taking the most time, of course. I head into Gelato to clean up the rest of the shines I skipped at the beginning of the game, and I surpassed 301 stars, meaning I'm only halfway through this run? At 28 hours in? Uh-oh. Sandbird takes me a couple of attempts, as I expected. And the 100 coin shine takes for fucking ever, but I get out of Gelato up to 105th place, closing in on top 100. Heading into Bianco, taking care of the second shine of the game, hundreds and the last few shines without too much issue, although I did accidentally lose Yoshi once. I'm sorry. Back to Delfino Plaza, we deliver the bananas to the banana lady and we finish up Noki Bay, including my least favorite 100 coin shine of the game, since there are a ton of blue coins, 19 I believe, to grab in pain in the ass places and get the rest of the coins. Is just so spread out that you fall, and oh my god, it takes so long to get up just to attempt to jump again. So after Noki, I return to Pianta, passing the 30-hour mark in the process. I fail Yoshi skip a few more times, get thrown way off course by one of the Juxers, but overall, it went okay. In the pin apart cleanup, I get the roller coaster first try and end up in 100th place. Serena cleanup also goes well, although I did botch the route for the red coins in the hotel, and then proceeded to cut it rather close and the red coins in the secret, but I knew I had it the whole time. I was not worried at all.
Woo! Ooh, look at that, 0.38 left on the clock. Holy shit.
The last level is Rico Harbor, which is a couple short shines followed up by the 100 coins, which is a doozy, with about 18 blue coins to get during it, and it takes me over 15 minutes to get the 100 coin shine. Now we're going to turn in my blue coins for 24 more shines and go to face Bowser for the only time in this game. After turning in all the blue coins though, it does put me back in 97th place. That's right, I'm in top 100. I remember how to do rocket storage and go on to face Bowser. After a couple premature GGs in the chat.
Don't GG yet. Not there yet. No! See, this is why you don't GG!
We beat Bowser with one of the longest SMS runs ever done, a whopping 17 hours. I'm ready to move on to the last game, which is also the longest game in the run, Super Mario Galaxy 2. So it's now about 3:30 p.m. on Sunday, so the plan is to finish up the 120-star portion tonight, and then finish Green Stars after sleeping and then working. Galaxy 2 is the longest game of this run by far, with 242 stars to get and one of the hardest levels in all of Mario to finish off the run. As I said before, I'm kind of familiar with the game. I played it a bit when I was younger, no idea if I ever beat it, and the amount I've watched is close to nothing, since it's not as popular as a game as SM64. Now the thing that makes it even more difficult is that I just don't know where any of the comet medals are, nor the green stars, and the game doesn't give you really any info on where they are. I did end up piecing together that the comet medal is always in the first star of each galaxy, and it shows on the HUD that the comet level is in the level, but finding it will still be a challenge. One more thing to mention about this run is I did copy save files onto my Wii U. This is allowed and recommended, which gives a filled bank toad full of star bits, so I'll not have to grind any star bits throughout this run. And as I go through this part of the video, I'll be moving rather quickly and skipping over some parts so this video doesn't end up taking forever, since this run is very long and Galaxy 2 is going to take up most of it. Overall, World 1 goes fairly okay. In Fluffy Buff Galaxy, the run gets the Hungry Luma first, and I have no idea how many coins it takes. And yeah, it takes 100 coins to get it. And I let many go to waste, so I had to exit and re-enter the level. World 1 ends by facing Gobblegut, and believe me, this is not the last time we will see of him. And I almost die a couple times, but I'm able to take him down for the first Grand Star of the game. World 2 starts off with Puzzle Plank Seeker, which is not very lenient at all with the coins. Unless I missed something, I grabbed all of the coins up to the Hungry Luma, and I only found 71 when I need 70. And then I get rewarded with a boss fight from Galaxy 1. I finish off World 2 by taking out Bowser for whatever time this run, and I grab the second Grand Star. World 3 is pretty uneventful. I did struggle with Cloudy Court Comet and Seeker Star, and Tall Trunk 2. After I finish up with Fearsome Fleet against Bowser Jr., I got my third Grand Star. In World 4, in Flipsville 1, I still have no idea how to do this boss, or even kind of fast. I think I just got really lucky. In Sweet Mystery Purples, I die at 95 coins. But I managed to get past it, and I cracked the top 90. I finish off World 4 by defeating Bowser again, and get the fourth Grand Star. World 5 goes without too much trouble, and I head into Boom Bunker to fight Bowser Jr. for the last time, and... uh-oh. Hey. The Comet Medal. No! It's right there! No, you're missing it! No! Yeah, I missed the Comet Medal. That'll be fun to find out later, but for now, I get the fifth Grand Star. World 6 starts off with Melty Monster, and let me tell you, that second star was a pain. And the Seeker Star, that I had no idea where it was, I did have to look up. I was really upset when I found out where it was. Space Storm Seeker Star, I was expecting it to take much longer than I did, since it seems like such a pain. I had to do the Comet Star in Gravity Gauntlet, and I come to the realization that I missed the Comet Medal in Boom Bunker.
I don't have Comet for Gravity Gauntlet. Oh, I didn't get the Comet Medal in Boom Bunker. That might be it.
So, I go back in, and you can't just go into the level, grab the medal, and leave. You have to complete the level, so I had to do the entire boss fight again. But, crisis averted, we figured it out, we can continue on. The next step is to go back, get up to 70 stars, and finish off the 80% portion of the game. Starshine Beach has a fast strat that I have no idea how to do, so I just do it the casual way. I take care of a few of the Comet Stars and head to Galaxy Generator. A quick journey through the level, and we beat Bowser, get the final Grand Star. And oh no, he's not dead? What's happening? And Bowser goes down after we hit him with a few more rocks. Yeah, he's totally like a fire type or something. I grab the star and sit comfortably in 83rd place as the credits roll, and I'm ready to get the last 49 regular stars. I think it's 49. It's late as I'm writing this, and I don't want to do math. The first level after I boot back in is Clockwork Ruin, and oh my god, this level is the absolute bane of my fucking existence. It's going to Clockwork ruin my life at this rate, but good news, I get to play as Luigi now. And immediately, I'm hit with the cruelest joke this game has to offer. What do you mean I'm back to Womps? What the hell? I played this 38 hours ago. Why am I back here? The battle bout is long as hell, and I face up against Gobblegut, but this time, you guessed it, he's on fire.
No! I have to fight this dude again? Oh!
Galaxy Generator Comet is another trouble point, but I somehow finish it even after I lost Yoshi. Supermasses, I have no idea where the Comet Medal is.
It's right fucking there!
And I have to go through the entire level again. And my mental is definitely feeling it at this point, since it's around 11:30 p.m. on Sunday night, and I've been running it since 9 a.m. the previous day.
I okay? No. DJ, I've been playing Mario for the last 2 days. Every waking moment.
At this point, I'm in 78th place. I don't know exactly when I hit the 70s as I'm writing this, but that's cool. As I hit through previous levels, it's mainly just a lot of cleanup with the combat stars. Flip switch was a bit of a struggle because my brain just doesn't work. I faced Goblet again for the 3rd time this run. Beat Bach Combos is also a struggle because my brain just can't keep a rhythm, especially as it approaches 1 a.m. Delirium starts to set in as I go into Boom Bunker for the 3rd time.
No, I already did this one twice.
And lo and behold, Clockwork Ruins Purples. A timed purple coin star with no extras. I game over multiple times. It takes me over 10 minutes to complete it, but eventually I break through. As I get towards the end of the main game, it's time for World S. Some of the hardest levels in the game. I'm now nearly 41 hours in. It's nearing 2 a.m. My brain cannot handle this. The Mario Square Galaxy takes no prisoners. Rolling Coaster goes by pretty smoothly. Super Mario Sunshine takes many lives from me. Galaxy 1 is brutal with many game overs. Boss Blitz is actually the easiest part of this world, probably because I've already fought all of these bosses multiple times. And Flip Out is my last barrier to the end of the night and well-needed sleep. But in order to finish off of the day, I have to beat Bowser one more time. It's the same fight again, but after Bowser goes down, it's now 3 a.m. and I rest in 77th place. Unfortunately, that is the lowest I end up going. I log off for the night, get some sleep, and head to work the next day from noon to 8 p.m. I even decided to check on stream while I'm in my lunch break, and people were just chilling and catching Pokemon. And somehow, I got rated and got 3 followers while I was gone. 17 and a half hours later, it's nearly 9 p.m. on Monday. I boot up the Wii U again, and it's time for greens, and I have no idea where any of them are. 82nd place, 122 more stars left. I get Sky Station greens with a nearly 18-hour split. So at this point, I don't know where any of the greens are. I did pull up a guide on where all of the green stars are for me to follow along. Now the unfortunate news is that technically the race does end at 60 hours. So on the spreadsheet, it shows I did not finish and only got however many stars. But I don't let this fact discourage me. I've come this far. I'm going to finish. That was weird phrasing. Let's just move past that. And this video has gone on long enough. Let's roll the montage. As I get towards the end of the run, I end up in Clockwork Ruins, again, causing so much pain and misery. I get this chat message, and I start to get worried. It's now past 1 a.m. I have work at 8 a.m., and I don't want to spend a ton of time grinding star bits when I'm so close to the end. I've just been shooting all my star bits away and spending my star bits willy-nilly and not collecting anymore, so I'm broke. I have a ways to go before Grandmaster, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I head into World S nearing 65 hours, 14 stars left. Mario Squared has the funniest green stars, 12 stars left. Roller Coaster is awful. Absolute 180 from the previous. I hate it and I never want to do it again. 10 stars. Twisty Trials isn't too bad, just a little bit lost. 8 stars. Stone Cyclone is a pain, especially the star above the block. 6 stars. Boss Blitz takes forever, but at least it's pretty easy. 4 stars. Flip Out is a bit annoying. 2 stars. And oh, Grandmaster just opened? I can go do it without 9,999 star bits? Well, let's do this. The first star of Grandmaster goes by pretty easily. And at this point, I have 1 star left. The perfect run. 1 health, no checkpoints.
Anyways, Silver, that was a nice grind for 900 or 9,999 star bits, by the way.
It is closing in on 3 a.m. Arguably the hardest star in 3D Mario. It's time. This level is painstaking. Between falling, getting hit by hammers, zap, nearly 30 minutes, fail after fail, getting to the point where I don't know if I can do it. I got close so many times, but couldn't finish it out. And then, this run happens.
For good lick? Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a lot of shit happening right here. Get those hammers away from me. What? Can you imagine?
And that's it. 66 hours later, I completed Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Galaxy 1 and 2, all 100%. I did have some breaks in between. I had to go to work, which cost probably around 27 hours of this. And there it is. We finished. This was by far the longest stream I've ever done, the longest run I've ever done. I was ready to give up multiple times, but I pushed through and I beat it. And I'm glad I did. Now, was it tiring and exhausting and infuriating at times? Of course, yes it was. Would I do it again? Maybe. If I ever do it again, definitely gonna get more comfortable with the games and practice a little bit. But I think it's one of those speedrunning challenges that I'm happy to say that I've done it, even if I never do one again. I originally thought I lost this footage. It was just sitting in my downloads folder. So that's why it took me almost a year to actually put this out. But if you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe to this video. Maybe go follow me on Twitch for more speedrunning and just general challenges and stuff. And maybe check out some of my other videos. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate it. If you showed up in any of my streams, especially for that 602, really appreciate it. And I will see you next time.